Hi, everybody. This is Sarah at Sew, and I am doing this live today just to show you a couple of machines that arrived to us yesterday from Janome, and we're very excited to have them. Two of them are brand new to the Janome line. The other one has been out since this summer, but we have not carried it yet. But we got it in store for the holiday shopping season, and we are loving the price point that it's at. So very exciting stuff. We'll get to that one in a minute. The first thing I wanted to tell you about is the redesigned Skyline series. So they came out with an anniversary edition machine for the S6 re-release and an S7. And if you're familiar at all with the Skyline series, you know there's also an S5 and an S3 and an S9. The Skylines are very popular. They're great, well-rounded machines. The anniversary edition, they have three versions. They've got the S3, the S6, and the S7. We can get the 3. We're not stocking it in the store because we have a lot of machines at that sort of price point and level. So if you're looking for that one, we can definitely get it, but we're not going to stock it in the store. The Skyline S6 and the S7, however, we have on the floor ready for you to come try out. So let me tell you a little bit about the Skyline series, some of the things that we love about them, and then I'm going to tell you a little bit about the differences between the new anniversary edition and the previous version that we have loved for many years. And then tell you a little bit about our holiday specials and bonuses that are available right now. So they started already, and we have bonus packages coming in the mail, but you can get all of your holiday pricing with Janome and Sew Studio right now. So let's start with the Skyline S6. So this machine, if you have ever been to a class in one of our studios, both in Bogart and in Duluth, the Skyline S6 is the model that we stock for our classroom use. So if you come and take a class and you use one of the studio machines, you would be put on a Skyline S6. So this machine might look somewhat familiar to you if you've ever done that. The anniversary edition, however, has come out, and it is a little bit more streamlined casing is one of the first things we notice. The second thing we notice is this dark blue, beautiful color around the top brim and around the screen, which really helps that kind of just offset and really pop to the eye. But again, we have some new curves and some new shaping to the plastic housing on the machine that gives it a more sleek, streamlined kind of a view. So we're really liking that. It is a free arm machine, so we can take off this extension table right here and have a free arm to sew those sleeves, cuffs, small baskets, anything like that. One of the things we love about the Skyline is the quick release needle plate. Look at that beauty, pops right off. We can get in there, we can examine our bobbin case, we can use a lint duster and get out some muck, and then we can just pop the needle plate right back on. Okay, I'm going to close that back up. This is the lid here. Inside the lid, we have a beautiful display of all the lovely stitches on this machine. We have lots of utility stitches. We have applique. We've got construction stitches for clothing, lots and lots of automated buttonholes, heirloom stitches, satin stitches, decorative stitches, just tons and tons of stuff to choose from. And a lot of people say, I would never use all those stitches. Well, just wait, because you will. When you get further into your quilting projects and into your decorative pillows and all those kinds of things, you'll love having all of these options available to you. There's also alphabet. So you can make labels for your quilts. You can make tags for gift items that you are putting together. You can do all sorts of little sayings and anything that you want to do like that. Okay, now the machine itself is going to have a lot of the same properties that the previous Skyline S6 had, although there are some updated features. So this one is kind of a direct select sort of a screen. So I can choose one of these utility stitches to start, or I can go into a mode and dial up a stitch that I would like to use and have it display up here on the screen. But everything's kind of direct select. So we've got our stitch width, we've got our stitch length, everything's right here. You can elongate some stitches, you can flip stitches, you can start at the beginning of a series. There's lots of things you can do on this screen, but everything is sort of right here with the buttons available. And it does give us a guide as to what stitch we are on, what that looks like, what foot we need to use. That's a really handy little icon right there. You need to check that out. If I go back to utility stitch A, for instance, or utility stitch 1, for instance, a straight stitch, I've got the A foot recommended. It is a 9mm machine, so our needle drop position in the center is 4.5. The 9mm will give you nice big decorative stitches. It will cover a lot of ground with those pretty stitches. And so it gives you tons and tons of needle drop positions available as well. So if you want to scoot your needle over to the right, over to the left, and we can teach you about how to do all that stuff as well. It, of course, has a speed control like all of our beloved Janomes have. We have a thread cut button when we are done sewing. We can just hit that button and cut our threads. We've got needle up and down, locking stitch, and a reverse. And then, of course, you can sew without your foot pedal attached. Speaking of foot pedal, this machine comes with a standard size black foot pedal. Looks a lot like this one here. There it is. Okay, standard size foot pedal. You can, for an upgrade price, upgrade to a wide foot pedal. Beautiful. This machine also has the ability to add as an optional accessory this thread cut pedal right here. So when you press this one, it will operate the same as this thread cut button right up here. Okay, so that's a quick little overview. A couple of things that are different on the S6. They have installed a new needle threader, which is similar to the needle threaders on their it is the same needle threader as the ones on their very high-end machines. It's a really nice redesigned needle threader, works habitually, correctly, does not get jammed up. It's a wonderful thing. And then they have the feed dogs on this machine are actually the same feed dogs as the Continental series. So they're very, very best feed dog selection put on this machine, and that'll help you keep your threads, or I'm sorry, it'll help you keep your fabric straight as you are sewing down the edge of your project. We of course have the easy thread bobbin. These machines are just really dreamy when it comes to threading. So let's do that. Let's show off that brand new needle threader. So I'm going to pop in some Orifil thread here. And they're really easy to thread. We go behind and around and down and around and up. Let me get my needle up to the top here. Tug that in. Behind my thread guides and into the needle threader, and I'm just going to snap off the end over there. And boom. Works every time. Okay, so we've got that threaded. Let's pop in our bobbin thread. Like I said, it's an easy load bobbin. Just going to wind the thread around under here. Break that off, and that's it. I'm done. No need to pull up threads. Just going to tuck that one under there. Let's grab some fabric. And I just unboxed this machine, and you see it works right out of the box. I didn't even test the needle threader because I know Janome machines are notorious for working right out of the box. So listen to how quiet that is, how straight it is sewing, how beautiful that stitch is going to look when we come off. And I'm just at half speed. So, okay, when I'm done, I'm going to hit that thread cut button. It pulls up my needle, cuts my thread tails, and I come right off. It's a beautiful stitch. Might be kind of hard to see. All right. Priscilla's a detail-oriented person, so she's going to get in close on that stitch. But yeah, that's basically it for the S6. So we have a brand new needle threader. We've got new feed dog system, redesign. One thing I like is they've moved this screen up a little bit, and so that helps with your visibility and gets it more in your line of sight. What am I trying to say, guys? Line of sight. Okay, and then it also does come with a knee lift, so we can pop that in, and that is going to operate your presser foot lift right there. So not only is it lifting the presser foot up, it's lifting it to the extra high position, which will allow me to put those really thick projects underneath so I can roll my fabric right up and pop it under there. So if I'm bag making and something like that. Now these machines are pretty sturdy, heavy duty type machines. So I'm guessing it can handle that. No problem whatsoever. Look at that. I had to pick the presser foot lift up extra high to even get that under there, but that's tons and tons of fabric, and it's sewed through it like butter. Dreamy. Okay, so that's the S6. We love that machine. We actually stocked both of our classrooms with the S6 because we're so in love with it. However, you can move over here to the S7, and this one's just a little bit fancier. So the S7 has an additional automated presser foot. So I'm going to operate the presser foot lift with this button right here. Why is that important, you might say? Well, let me grab this out of here so I can open my drawer. You guys are going to ask me where this desk came from. I know you are. It came from IKEA. How much do I shop at IKEA? Okay, so this presser foot lift. Ooh, I got to thread my machine. How about that? The presser foot lift is automated, so when I put my fabric under there and start sewing, it is simply going to lower the presser foot and go. It's just going to start sewing for me. So let me get some thread on here. Boom. Get that thread uptake lever. Make sure you're in there. Let's try this needle threader. Every time. Works every time. Okay. Easy load bobbin. Around, trim, boom. Took me 2 seconds. Next time you guys can time me. Okay. I'm not lowering my presser foot lever at all. I am simply putting my fabric under here. I don't think I plugged in a foot pedal. So I'm going to operate with a start stop, and it lowers the presser foot for me. Okay. The other thing that's really handy about the automated presser foot is if I come over here and hit this button over here, the pivot function, if I turn on pivot, then every time I stop sewing, it's going to leave the needle down and it's going to raise the foot pedal up just a tiny bit so I can reposition my fabric and sew in a different direction. Yeah, so fun. Cool. And then thread cut. Off I come. Okay, so this one also has the very advanced, beautiful needle threader. I know everybody loves the needle threader. And then it has the advanced feed system. There's a couple of other things that are really special about the S7. Maybe you guys have heard of the HP plate. So there's an HP plate and an HP foot, which the HP plate has I've got one right here. I've got one right here. The HP plate has a needle drop hole, one single needle drop hole. Okay. It moves your presser foot and your needle drop position over to the left side. Your bobbin thread comes off straighter. Your straight stitches are straighter. Your fabrics won't be pushed down by your needle into that hole. It's just a really professional, beautiful looking straight stitch. It's an excellent plate to use and foot, accompanying foot, to use for quilting, for bag making, for zippers, I mean, honestly, I'd put this thing on and leave it on and occasionally take it off if I wanted to do a decorative stitch or some other kind of a function. But if I was doing a straight stitch, I'd have this thing on my machine all the time. So that's the compatibility is new for this Skyline S7 with this system. And we've had a lot of questions about it because we did a video about it 6 months ago, something like that, I think, about the HP plate and how much our staff loves this setup. And all of a sudden, everybody wanted to get it. So good news, it is now compatible with the Skyline S7 Anniversary Edition. So that's very exciting news. What else do we have, Priscilla, that I'm missing? Oh, created stitches. So this is new. This machine comes with a PC-based program that you can create your own stitch design. So we have, an elephant, a cat, or whatever. Let's say you wanted to create a stitch that looks like a dog bone. You can do that. You draw out the stitch in the PC program, save it, and upload it to the machine with the USB port here, and stitch out your own very creative created design. Okay, I can't wait to get my kids started on that. I think they would have so much fun creating something unique. A butterfly, well, maybe a butterfly's on here. You get the idea. You can do whatever you want. And then what else am I missing? Oh, holiday packages. Yay, this is holiday time. So, oh, I know another very big one. This machine, the Skyline S7 and the S6 in the anniversary edition both come with this very fancy extension table. This is a beautiful one. It's clear, so if you slide something up under it, you can see through it and you can find your fabric, you can find your scissors, that sort of thing. It has some measurements on it, nice smooth top to it. So we are going to just take this extension off and we would pop this right on here, assuming that my desk was, if my machine was centered on my desk, I'd be able to let go. But this extension table really gives us a nice big workspace for all those things, okay? Another thing this machine is compatible with is ruler work. So that's very fancy. We can go into the quilting stitches on the S7, move over here to quilting, and one more page. Look at that, ruler work. You will not find ruler work on the previous S7 version, so that's very cool. So for holiday gift with purchase, which again, the Janome gifts have already started shipping, so we are honoring the holiday gifts right now, from now until the end of the year. And the holiday gift with the S7 is a really cool one because you're going to get, oh, I'm in the wrong drawer. Look how many drawers I have. Okay, you're going to get the HP plate and foot that we talked about, right, with the S7. We love that guy right there. You're also going to get an open toe darning foot for your quilting experience. Okay, you're going to get a ruler foot. I'm not sure if it's this ruler foot or it's the other ruler foot, to be quite honest. I just saw that it was ruler foot, whether it's this one or the other one, but a ruler work foot to go with this machine. You're going to get a 1/4 inch seam foot that does not have the physical guide, the little buffer on the side of it. I love this foot. I use this foot all the time if I am echo quilting, or I want to do something that's a 1/4 inch away, but I don't want that little guide dragging across the top of my project. So this is one of my favorite feet right here. And then you're going to get a variable zigzag open toe foot. So this machine has something called variable zigzag to it, which you put the knee lift bar in and you're sewing along, and it's going to do a zigzag stitch. And when you have the knee lift bar over here, it does a very narrow zigzag. And when you have the knee lift bar over here, it does a big wide zigzag. And it's really cool for thread painting and creative stitching. So you get those options on there as well. So it's a really cool machine. Does come with the extension table all the time. The holiday gift is these bonus items right here, okay? And that's on the S7. Again, the S6 also does come with an extension table. It does not have that holiday bonus guide with it, but we will be giving away a $100 Janome Bucks certificate with this machine, so you can add some of those accessories yourself. Okay, this one does not have the compatibility for the HP or the ruler work, but you probably would love to have this guy right here, the 1/4 inch seam foot without guide. All right. Oh, that's for the other machine. They both have AccuFeed. Here it is right here. The AccuFeed foot, which is the pumped up walking foot version, which we have been touting for many years with Janome. The best thing about this foot is you can control the speed relative to your lower feed dogs. You can also change the foot on your walking foot so that you have an open toe, a stitch in the ditch, or a 1/4 inch version. Now, I know that I am throwing a ton of information at you guys. I actually did a video on the S7 that walks through a lot of this stuff in more detail on the previous version. So go to our YouTube page and look up that S7 video for more details on the walking foot and some of the other functionality within the machine. I'm trying to breeze through it because I know this is a live and you guys don't want to be here all day. But I do want to say that we always offer unlimited owner lessons with machine purchase. So you buy from us in one of our shops and we are here to teach you to love your machine and how to be comfortable with all of the features and grow into everything that it can do and everything you can do with it. So those unlimited owner lessons, free of charge, come with machine purchase. That's just our way of doing things. So both of the machines have that option as well. So don't feel like you're going to be overwhelmed with your new machine. Just know that you're going to have, like I said, lots of room to grow into it. All right, so the anniversary pricing, can't show you. You have to come and shop to see it, but I will tell you that the bonuses are available now. One price I can tell you, scoot on over here to this. This is the S7. This is the previous S7. This is the version they've had out for several years. We have a couple of these left. When they're gone, they're gone. Okay. This one has been dropped in price to a price that we can give you online. So this one is $19.99. I'm going to double check that because that's an unbelievable price. So $19.99, you get the Skyline S7 previous version, and it's an excellent, excellent machine. Doesn't have some of the compatibility with ruler work and other things that the other one does, but it's a really, really, really good machine. Automated presser foot, AccuFeed system, all the things. So come and clean us out of these too, if you would like. That's a great option. But when those are gone, they're gone. We don't actually even have any of the old S6s anymore. So if you're interested in S6, you get the new and improved, beautiful version here in the shop. And I think that's all I have to say about the Skylines today. And tune in tomorrow, because tomorrow we're going to cover the Continental M6. Okay? This video is long enough. We'll do the M6. Oh, at the end, I always say, thanks, Priscilla. Priscilla reminded me. At the end, I always say, and mention this video, and you're going to get, right? So we'll do a little bonus. If you mention that you watch this video and you come into one of our shops to buy one of these anniversary editions, so the S6 or the S7 anniversary edition, I'm going to throw in this accessory box because you're getting lots of cool accessories, and then you're going to add additional accessories that help this machine do everything you want it to do, but you need a place to put them. So there you go. We will get you this box. We'll dump all of these beautiful accessories in there, organize them, sort, 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 pretend we sort, and then you have a beautiful box to sit on your sewing table so everything is right there where you need it. Okay? Only if you mention this video. So come into our Bogart store, come into our Duluth store, and let us help you find the machine that's right for you. Thanks so much. Have a great day.